Well, people of the world, back once again for episode
This is 12.
12.
Getting on the high numbers now.
Yep.
I don't know, you can't count.
Preteens.
12 is your limit to count.
Okay. I'm not a good mathematician, but anyway, you know what it is. The Whiskey and Wade Show. Me, Tommy Mac.
Me, Tyrone.
And I've had an action-packed week this week.
You're away touring England.
The tour in England with Paddy the Dagger. And unbelievable.
Where was it?
We've done a show in Soho Theatre in London, West End.
Moving up in the world pretty quick. You're moving up pretty quick.
I'm on the fast track.
You really are.
I don't know why English people call the city centre the West End.
You technically are English.
Oh, so are you. If you want to get real technical.
He's born in London, people. Anyway.
So, anyways.
How is he English?
Because he's born in London.
No, but how is he?
Because
he has a British passport.
No, I don't have an Irish passport.
Prove it.
Well, I can't read
that. Sure, what against my hands. But let's leave politics out of here.
Right, anyway.
But I think it's weird that they call the city centre the West End. Do you don't think that's weird?
I don't really know. I don't.
Well,
I don't have my geography on London.
But Soho Theatre, unreal.
Many people were talking.
Sell it. I would say, I don't know, a few hundred. Like,
yeah.
It was just the atmosphere was electric. It was unreal. I thought it's been the best gig I've done.
Was it the same material as the last few times or different?
Well, when I done a gig in a Balmoral on Friday, and I done all new stuff, but because it was in England, I just went to the original material.
The original stuff's my favourite.
And it was friggin', I got such a raucous reception. Is that the right word? Raucous.
Yeah,
and Paddy as well. Paddy fucking tore the roof down, and
was just used to.
Just loving it. It was like, I can't even describe it. Like, see afterward, I was like, that's it. I've clocked it. Like, if I never done an hour gig ever again, I wouldn't care.
You're thinking you're Richard Pryor now.
I swear to God, you want to see people coming up, just everyone buzzing, getting pictures, and somebody come up and was like, it's the first show that I've ever done that was like, what do you think of show business, of stand up? Like, done a show, flipping, blew the roof off, and went out drinking, fucking having a laugh afterwards. It was unreal.
I see the glow on your face. You look like a new man. It makes me think that you're just gonna. You're always putting. I always say it every week, but you seem like you're putting boxing in the back burner again. You're just getting too big for your boots in this comedy game, and you're starting to distance yourself from my world.
Listen, there's nothing coming in for boxing. There's plenty coming in for it.
I hear you're getting offers every week for boxing.
I am. Oh, for boxing.
You're just offered a big fight. There's nothing on in boxing.
I don't know. Well, you know what? The comedy thing is just like, it's giving me so much fulfillment, and I'm just loving it.
It's just it's like a new thing.
New.
It's like
it's great, and like I'm a natural at it. I don't want to toot my own horn, but
I say to everyone, even everybody I talk to, you're just a natural born storyteller. You're a good storyteller. Your jokes aren't wee slapstick jokes, quick things. Yours is prolonged, long stories, but they're good,
interesting, and I just add humour to it. And like, that's what, when we done the gig up in Newcastle, went from London and then we drove up to Newcastle, which was a friggin' like 5-hour journey.
Yeah,
but especially after the night before in London, me and Paddy were out till friggin' all hours in the morning, and then we drove up to Newcastle. But after the gig in Newcastle,
that's probably illegal. He's probably
the guys
over the limit.
There is no limit. This is rock and roll, baby. And a fella come up to me after, and he says, "Fucking, that was brilliant. Like, your story, it's so unique, coming from where you're coming from, and telling the ethnic perspective of, because all Irish comedians, not all of them, but all the up and comers, they're all talking about Catholic and Protestant,
and they're all white. Let's be honest.
They're all white.
There's not much black people in Irish comedy. There isn't an English comedy and all that shit, but You've got a gem. You've got the
Yeah.
card, man.
Got the card.
Got it.
But-
Race card.
I don't know. It's fucking. It's my Trump card. I trump you. But it was brilliant. Like you see, after the show, like this is a funny story. Why I think it's funny.
Probably not funny. Yeah.
Probably not. I don't know.
If it's
But
anything like you're
people
trying to
are all
stand up.
coming up. If it's any, let's really talk. I just came back from a fucking tour overseas, man. People were getting photos, and somebody come up to me and handed me a joint,
Mm.
and I was like, Jesus Christ, there's a white person. They're trying to Jeffrey Dahmer on my ass. So I was like,
We know better.
let's just list.
Come back to my house party.
That's a good accent.
That is.
That's very good. He's been practicing that. He's been working on that.
Ever since Ryan McCarthy.
And I thought about it, and I was like, what did I do? Like, fuck it. I've just done Soho Theatre for a day. At least I'm going out on a high.
Literally.
Yeah, rock and roll, baby. But I lived to
Stoned
tell the
out.
tale. Not stoned out, but, you know, I made it. It probably was laced with something. I didn't even really. So I just pretended. Because, you know,
Was
like I
both-
said,
was both
Whitey's
the-
always up to something.
Don't trust Whitey. Was both the nights good, or was just London?
Well,
level?
London was next level. Like, London was just unreal. I can't even put in I can't describe it. It's probably.
I mean, the thing is as well, I'm sure all your family was at the London one, and I mean,
It was about 7 of my 2 of my aunties and a few of my cousins went, and but it wasn't that made it more special too. Like, no, see
they're
my
probably
wee
getting
family there,
serious support.
and then
I'm
there's so many people in
I'm
London.
just trying to get my head around because you're
Yeah.
obviously not funny.
Well, Tyrone, you're laughing like fuck. You're laughing already, or are you laughing at yourself?
I'm not myself.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
only on last Hedgie. But now there's so many. Like it felt like playing in front of an Irish crowd.
Because I actually seen like a lot of people on Instagram sticking it up, and they're all people I know.
Oh,
And they were at your gig.
I
in
couldn't
London.
believe it.
It
There's
was
people
weird.
I hadn't seen for years who I went to school with, and I was going, "Hey, what's happening? What are you doing here?" But these guys flying high.
And
in London.
Newcastle was good.
Newcastle was good.
How
Newcastle.
come you've only done 2? I mean, it's a 5-hour journey from Newcastle or London to Newcastle. Why didn't you stop off, do one?
Manchester,
Gig.
Liverpool, and well, I asked the same questions, but Paddy just said the dates. There was a problem just with booking a date, so he'd put a thing on his Instagram saying where he's want to see me, and loads of people wanted Newcastle. So while we were in England, he just said may as well go up there, and then he's going back to do Manchester and Liverpool early next year.
You weren't invited. Or you actually, you forced yourself upon his show,
Yeah.
so you haven't forced yourself yet to be on
Well,
his show.
well, yeah, we're going back. I should say.
Well, anything else this week?
Well, you know, it was a great week, but it was kind of like bittersweet because, as you know, my grandmother died, and so I was obviously Paddy had booked this show, so I was meant to go Saturday morning and come home Monday morning, but I went over and, you know, like the week before just to be with my grandma and you know, give a helping hand. And Jamaicans, they have a thing of when people die called a nine night. So it was there for my granny's nine night. It's like a wee party, and my granny was a devoted Christian, so it was like a Christian nine night, and all her friends and family and all my cousins, we all went down, and we're like, wait, let's go and get drunk. So we ended up locked in the friggin' church.
In the church, fuck's sake. Probably.
I know, let the fun.
Godly place.
I don't know. It wasn't just me, it was all him too.
Nah, fuck.
So it's been a nice week and spending time with my granddad, and they're helping them, and with my aunties. Like I was sleeping in I had a room in my granny's, but then my granddad's friend came to stay for a night, so let him sleep in the room, and I just slept in the living room on the sofa.
This is shit that I don't give a fuck about.
Would you ask me what was going on in my week? And I'm leading into a story.
Right, go.
And so I'm sleeping in the living room, right?
Yeah.
And one morning, about 6 o'clock, my grandma come in, turn the light on. I was down there. And he went, "My grandma, what are you doing?" He was sneaking out. "It's my grandma, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm going to see my sister." And I went, "Right, I'll come with you." He's like, "Shh, don't want to wake anyone." So I get ready.
What time is it?
6 o'clock in the morning.
1 in the morning.
And I was like, "God, there were like 2 teenagers sneaking out of the house here." He was like, "Oh, no." And it was friggin', it was like the journey from North London to South London. It's not like Belfast where it takes 15 minutes. It's like a friggin' proper an adventure. Me and my grandma, but it was good. Like, and then when we got down, this sister should cook loads of food for the night. And she was like, "Ben, let's go and put this in the car." And he went, "We'll come by train." She fucking went mental. Started slamming like, "Fuck that." "Ben, why you mean?"
Well, he is about 90.
He went, "But I bring my grandson. He have muscle to me." And she's like, "You can't bring food on that train, Ben, blood clot." And she was just screaming at him. My grandma's just sitting there like that. And then she kept like saying, she started going, "Ben, your head's gone because your wife's dead." Yeah,
Fuck me, bit harsh. Bit harsh.
She kept saying to him, "She's gone, Ben. Your wife's dead. Your head gone." I just sit there. My grandma just looked at me, just going. He wasn't. He was just laughing at it, but it was fucking going mental.
I remember the last time that you got woke up during the night was me. 40 said, you remember it?
God, I'll never forget it. Never forget it. Do you want me to
you
elaborate,
tell
or do you
him,
want to tell?
I'm not a good storyteller like yourself.
So we're it was a Saturday night.
Saturday night, so I used to go down to the box. My friend
The box
Mark
nightclub?
Ginley, he used to work there, so he used to drive me down. He used to work in this wee cart. It was like a vodka cart, and I used to go and join him, and I would just say he would sit and talk to me all night, and then he'd feed me vodka. But see, this vodka, it was a fucking joke. It was like 4 shots of vodka in it, and we sprinkled fucking Sprite. It was like petrol, and I was fucking lacing it. We had about 6 or 7 of them. I was absolutely fucked. And he'd bring me home. He's like, "Hey, where are you going?" And obviously, I used to stay in your house, frequently stayed in your house, your granny's house. And I said, "Drop me off to Tommy's. I'll stay there." And I got it. I knocked the door, and your grand answered and let me in.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought you just came in and the door was unlocked.
No.
Right.
And then you take it from her.
So I was sleeping anyway, and in my dream, it smelled disgusting. There was a disgusting smell. It was so bad, and I woke up, and the smell was still there, and I was like, lying in my wee bed, like, something dead.
You can't see me, by the way, in his room.
Because he was sleeping on the
I
floor.
sleep on the
It was
floor,
like a wee
like a mattress.
pulled bed underneath my bed. I was going, "What the fuck? Something smells." And then I rolled over, looked, Tyrone McKenna laying on my bedroom floor being sick. Like, the sick was pale up his head. Just like,
It was hard. It was that lumpy shit. That stuff gets stuck in your throat.
it was fucking
disgusting.
disgusting. I went, "Tyrone, what the fuck are you doing here?" Yeah. "Hey, he's come here." What? Big, pale, as sick, red. Like, I'm not joking. It was,
It was bad.
it was a mountain. I've never seen anything like
It
it.
was bad. And
But I was fuming because I love my sleep. And
I
I was like,
remember you just staring at me.
"Get it clean it up the fucking
Did I
head."
clean it?
You
I
did
thought you
clean it,
cleaned
but
it.
no, you cleaned it. You were black. I cleaned your sick. No, I didn't. I've never cleaned your sick
Oh, yeah.
alone. Like,
I thought you cleaned it. I can't
you
remember.
cleaned it. I was like, "Clean it down." You were like,
That was fucked. You know what? That was Gin's fault. He should have took me home to his own.
"Nah,
house.
he held you down and poured the fucking vodka down your
He
neck."
actually did. You want to see the fucking vodkas he used to give me? Like, I don't see people giving measurements and like, say you know your mate in a bar or something. He'll spill a bit of extra vodka in it or a bit of extra spirits. I don't want that. I want what I ordered. I want the
Yeah.
double or the single. I don't want the fucking drink.
Quadruple.
I can barely fucking drink because it's disgusting. Just give me the measurement.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to worry about that when I was on the bar. I was short-changing you. You're awesome. Is there any drink in this? We Sprite Zero for you.
See, when I found something out when people do know it. So you could have done this to me at night, but the dark web has this thing. I've seen it. I've seen someone actually had done it to someone. It's called numbing, right? So you go on, you log in and say, I'm angry. You've shouted at me for being sick in your house. Fuck him. He's a cunt. So I go on this gnoming on dark web, and there's all this different setups. One of them is just plaster your whole garden, your whole front garden, whole back garden, in thousands of gnomes, right? Which is weird in itself. And then there's level up where, say you put one gnome in the back garden, you go, what the fuck's that gnome doing? Get rid of it. Then they replace it with 2, and then replace it with 4, and they keep on multiplying every day until there's fucking hundreds of gnomes in your thing.
What the fuck?
And then there's other setups where the setup shit or feces or
Shit is feces.
I know. Or fuck up. or animal, like dead animals in the gnomes, so it attracts more animals and it attracts fucking bugs and all this shit. And then there's one that it goes a bit far. This must be why it's on the dark web. But they'll break into the house and litter the house with gnomes. And I like it. That sounds good. I want to gnome someone.
I have a serious question to ask you.
Yeah.
What are you doing on the dark web? What are you doing on the dark web?
That's when I was on the dark web, Tommy.
Liam Taylor's house is going to be
Liam Taylor's house is covered in
What you
gnomes.
should do? Well, I think you are capable of it, but get gnomes and put them all in his dressing room. There's nowhere to warm up. And he's just fucking gnomes everywhere.
No, I think it's crazy. Like, how do people think of these ideas and then I don't even know what the dark web is. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the dark web is, guys.
get on the dark web. Are you really just going on to get people numbed?
I think that's just all the sick freaks go on it to do sick
No, but
freaky
it's where you buy fucking like guns and
body
drugs
parts, no.
and if you're looking to be a cannibal, get
Yeah.
something to eat.
I can't even get on friggin' Pornhub, let alone the dark web, so it's way out of my scope.
Amy watches this. What's she said about that?
No, it's not like a secret. There's a child lock on my internet, so there's porn restricted. I haven't watched porn in like 15 years. I used to be an addict beforehand.
Listen, I've hardly damages your brain anyway. But
I've seen it.
a lot
The
of people.
taillock was there before there was any kids on the bed.
I don't know where they've got that. Or damage. Like I've heard it a lot recently. Porn damages your brain.
Because it's something like it
Maybe that's-
desensitizes you or something.
Maybe
But
that's
sure,
why I'm slurring my words so much nowadays. I need to get off that shit.
why are you flattered?
No. I'm only joking. Listen, I'm a married man. I gotta get it where I get it, man.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get in where you're
Listen,
feeling.
staying in Dublin all week. You need something to do.
There's fuck all to do in Dublin.
What's the access? Web access thing?
Ah,
So you're dark web.
Fuck me. But no.
Alright.
Dark web. I don't even know how to get on it. I don't know. I'm bringing it.
Backtrack.
I sound,
Reverse.
I sound so guilty. 'Cause
Reverse.
soon as you start, I don't do it. It just sounds so guilty.
Let's just change the story. What's in my head, City?
What
What about the Celts?
what about the World Cup? The World Cup. Here, the Celts got beat by
Oh no,
Everton.
did they?
Aye, Everton. Keep on the Everton Toffees.
The Toffees?
Penalties. So nothing to write home about, to be honest.
Well, a win's a win.
A win is
Fair
a
play,
win.
it is.
And Qatar World Cup has started.
Have you watched that?
Winning at the minute.
Oh, there's
Who is?
British
Yanks?
watching. Are they winning?
USA are beating Wales 1-0.
Okay. USA, to be honest, they should be running amok in the World Cup.
I know,
They've
but
by
they've
far
got-
the biggest fucking
yeah.
population.
and they're such a sporting country.
I
Like
know, but-
anyone who's got any sporting prowess,
They're really not into it, like
I don't know. They think
It's just- it's-
soccer's for girls
Like a lot,
and
it's-
kids.
They're good at the girls are good, and then it's just all female.
Yeah.
You see it in Sopranos. Sopranos' daughters playing
Yeah.
football like fuck. But like, how do you fancy for the World Cup? You didn't even watch it, do you? You didn't give a fuck.
Ireland's not in it. Jamaica's not in it. So
No. So we've been to Qatar, and it's just fucking. It's diminished. It's not as good. It's in winter, which takes
know,
away
it's-
from it.
like if the World Cup's in this was when it usually is, it's great to go down. You watch
Yeah.
anyone an excuse to go to a beer garden, but like,
and then
what are you gonna do now? You're coming up to Christmas.
cause of all the fucking way they're getting on with the the head of the Qatar Federation, whoever the fuck it is, anti-gay and I think he's very racist and all that shit. And
Did you see the guy from FIFA's statement?
he's
I feel gay.
yeah.
I feel
Well, there's some weird ones he started saying.
deaf. I feel disabled.
Disabled.
I feel African. I feel like a migrant worker. Jesus
Alex,
Christ.
your bank account doesn't
no.
feel that way.
Unreal.
But
I'd say the only thing he can relate to is probably feeling gay.
why?
Because he's probably like...
Speaking of gay, there actually was there's speculation, big speculation in the Premiership this week that two footballers are gay and they're coming out in the coming weeks. I don't know why.
They're probably shit and they're trying to get some spotlight because the World Cup.
I've always said, like, it's 2022.
It's 2 Everton players, Betty, on the bench.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck, Tommy. But like, it's 2022, so why isn't there more gay people? Like, obviously, there's more gay people in the Premiership. And see if I was a boxer,
I don't know, gay people. Not that, well, it probably sounds stereotypical, but there's not a lot of gay people aren't in the sports, no. Like,
but the thing is, like,
in any sport,
people forward and older gay when they don't really know what they are at like 6, 7, 8, 9.
who cares if people's
they're
gay?
going- I
Like,
know,
why
but
does it matter?
They're going to football, they're going to boxing, they're going to everything. So obviously they're going to be good, and then once they find they're gay, they'll just stop playing the sport. No, they carry on.
Yeah.
So obviously there is gay people in all sports, especially in boxing. I don't think there's been one gay person, has there?
Just you.
Yeah, just me. I wish I was gay for the see the publicity you get.
Do you know what? There actually is a
You
gay,
you-
but I think he's
He
like
was
a wee,
shit. It was that Puerto Rican, was it? He was
But
shit.
you know
though.
what? Who cares what people do
You know?
in the privacy of their own home with consenting adults? Like, it's like, say you decided, right, I'm gonna only start going with brown-haired girls, and that's it. I'm only attracted to brown-haired women. I'm making a statement. There's a guy. He's a brunette lover. Like,
That's stupid, but
it's that sexual preference doesn't
you know,
matter.
bro.
Listen,
Do what you want.
they say in Qatar, I think it's illegal to be
Yeah.
gay. So
It is illegal.
it's the wrong. Whoever's coming out as gay, they're definitely not playing in the World Cup next
Yeah,
week.
and then
Aye, and did you see what happened to England and Wales there? So, a couple of months ago, the captains, Harry Kane, Gareth Bale, came out and says at the World Cup, because of all the anti-gay laws, they would be wearing rainbow
Yeah.
things, yeah.
armbands.
they weren't allowed.
And then on like today, before the matches, the FIFA officials said if they were to wear anything like that, they would get a yellow card.
That's why.
So they didn't do it. But people are saying it's only a fucking yellow card.
know.
Like, why didn't they do it?
Still, and then you get an L'Oreal card, and then you get a red card, and you're fucked.
The
they could have done
wee
one
referees
match.
are probably like have a witch hunt for them. Like,
You know, but even that, and then the officials said, "Yeah, we're letting you drink. Everyone can drink on the lead up to this World Cup the last 2 years."
And they pulled it
Everyone's allowed to
last
drink, and
minute.
then 2 days before, no drink. The fans are going mad.
it's
I
not
seen-
drinking
I
in the
seen
stadium. Just
No, I think it's the whole place.
oh,
But Ecuador's screaming or chanting, "Cerveza, fucking I don't know."
cerveza, ándale.
Cerveza means beer,
Beer.
right? They want beer. I want beer. I want beer. I mean, the only people that are getting it in the stadium is the rich ones. The rich ones that have the wee boxes are allowed to drink, and then all the ones that are in the stadium aren't allowed to drink. It's fucking ridiculous. And then-
I would be like upset. No, like I saw a thing on Instagram. The fact that there's more outrage over the drinking ban
I know.
than the gay ban
Just
is the reason why we have gay pride. But I'd be fucking fuming if you went there because you're going. It's warm. There's not like drinking in the hot
Yeah.
sun, and football fans are drinkers
Yeah.
on the whole, and it's like,
It takes away from the trip.
yeah. But that, yeah.
Football fans go away, they get drunk, they do chants to fucking have fun, and now the crack's fucking dead. It looks shit. It looks like the worst World Cup I've ever seen. And then Qataris are having to hire fucking actors or people, paying the public, their public, to wear England tops, Germany tops, to pretend to be that nation because Because it's fucking empty.
Is it?
Or half the stadiums look empty. Like,
It's all it's ridiculous. And it's all just because of fucking money. It's a joke. It should be in America and Mexico or wherever the fuck it's supposed to be.
It's money. Money makes the world go round. Like, well, it doesn't. Money, I see, is becoming the thing that's wrecking loads of stuff. Like all the big fights are going to
YouTube boxing is fucking massive nowadays.
Yeah.
I seen fights. Some 2 YouTubers scrapping on fucking AFL the other day, and it hit high numbers. Every interview with YouTubers, high numbers. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's shit.
Are the YouTube boxers any good?
No.
Oh, they're all dirt.
They're terrible.
Do you know, this is what I don't understand. See, the first YouTube, we may have talked about this before on the podcast, but the first YouTubers fighting, it was like white collar boxing, had headgears and all, and they weren't calling themselves boxers. It was just, but they sold out the arena. So that was sweet. Like, why did they not just keep it like that? Now but they want to get licenses, and I was looking on Instagram. Jake Paul, there's rumors that he's getting a world ranking off the WBA.
He is.
And that's he's going as a guest of honor at a convention, and they're getting him a world ranking.
See, what I seen the originator of the YouTube boxing, the guy used to the promoter of the first show. He said he's cancelled his own. It's a fucking joke that they're doing showing YouTube boxing. He was getting slated, but he said, look, when I done it, every YouTubers knew that there were YouTubers just fighting, and now they actually think they're in the world of boxing, and they think they can call out all the high boxers and say, here, I'm gonna batter you, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's shambles.
Yeah, like I know people, everyone in boxing are always bullshitting because they have to talk the talk and be like, knock this one, knock that one. But I don't know if this guy was being for real or not. But KSI, did you see what he said? No. When he saw his mate fighting Mayweather, it was frustrating the life out of him. All he wanted to do was get in and bother Mayweather because he knows he can beat him. He knows he would knock Mayweather out. I'm going, is he just doing that, clout chasing? Or does he actually believe it?
I don't know.
You don't know because the YouTubers are crazy.
The
People
lines are
crazy.
blurred.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where the lines blurred as well. And it's our our person we've had in the podcast recently, fucking Ryan McLaughlin. This is where the lines are blurred. He calls himself Beckham, and then fucking Victoria Beckham starts following him.
Is that real?
It was real. He was on TikTok. She's 1 million followers. Follows one person.
It was Ryan?
Fucking Ryan McLaughlin.
What the fuck?
And I was like, it was on in the Telegraph and everything. I was like, Ryan, what the fuck's going on? He said, honestly, I don't know, mate. But I'm starting to think I might be David Beckham.
She must have watched Whiskey and White.
Yeah, she's a big fan of Whiskey and White. but it's fucking madness. Like, and he's fucking plugged it everywhere. He's been buzzing. He's going about saying, look, I
saw all that stuff on Instagram, but I didn't know if it was Photoshop.
And then Specsavers tweeted, Victoria Beckham needs to go to Specsavers. and Bex was like, oh, not Bex. Ryan McLaughlin. Ryan McLaughlin was like, there's problems in the house with David and Victoria. She just needs a wee shoulder to cry on.
David Beckham's taking himself off the guitar and fucking clears
He was buzzing, so he was.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck me, he was. Do you know what?
But Victoria, you obviously are a fan of the show. You're welcome anytime.
Yep. Anytime you want. I mean, if you want to come on and talk about what happened with you and David Beckham and how you got involved with Bex.
Maybe we should get her and Ryan on the car so they can talk about their illicit love affair.
They need a hotel room more than a podcast, to be honest.
Well, come on. Victoria will arrange it. We know the fellas who own the Bates Lounge. We get this a room.
Yeah, but see, because I was on social media, it fucking blew up everywhere. Like, it was in the Telegraph, it was on Belfast Live. It was absolutely plastered everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? See the power of social media nowadays? It's crazy. Like, I walked into my dad the other day and he's like, you aren't training that hard for this fight? And I was like, why are you saying that? And then my ma said as well, obviously they were talking about it. And I went, it's because it's not nothing up on social media. And it's because I've had a shit phone recently. I've been having to use a fucking Samsung 19 Blanc, and I haven't posted anything on Instagram, no training videos, no nothing. My mate and dad think I'm literally
He's not training.
I'm literally sitting in the house doing fuck all.
It's mad. And then see the people who put the videos up, they're doing
They're
absolutely
doing
nothing
football.
because I'm not going to name any names, but in the gym, people have come up to this man here, take a wee clip of me, hitting
Whacking
the
the
bag,
bag.
I know, bang, 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 bang. And then I had looks good. Take
Take
your
it
gloves
off,
off.
and that's it. See the people that are highly involved in training on social media probably aren't doing the training. Like, I mean, I've barely done any social media as camp, but it's because of my shit phone, and people are starting to think Tyrone's fucking select.
He's falling off a wagon.
It's wild.
When you're busy, you're fucking quiet.
I know that's I mean, I'm getting mentored by Tom Smith now, and he says stay off the social media, keep yourself to yourself, your business to yourself, and just get the fucking work and hustle and grind.
100%.
I'm
100%.
out there grinding and hustling.
See, he saying that our former guest of ours, see us.
Yeah,
This is how influential this podcast is. So we've got Ryan McLaughlin, his whole of posh fucking space, and we've got Tom Smith, the same Liam McCourt, did a fucking program.
On the subject of Paul Space, remember I don't know if any of you viewers know, but we dressed up as space girls
Yeah,
one year for
and that went viral.
you know,
That was a viral thing.
that was viral.
We were in all the papers and all. And it's actually part of my new set.
Is it?
Aye.
Fuck's sakes, we can't even dwell on it.
Well, aye. Well, let's talk about your experience. I'm talking about my experience.
No,
How was it for you?
I want to bring up your experience because it's
I know
fucking
it's
a lot
funny.
of
But it's a bit. So
fuck's sake.
we'll talk about yours because
Um,
you went the extra mile and wore heels,
Yeah, I did.
which
go-
was unnecessary.
I actually think I dressed up pretty good. I got my wife's dress on, and I had killer legs. I'm telling you, see when I was a bird, these wee lips going, my
Which-
legs. I sat
Which
a pin.
ones were you?
Well, he was baby space, obviously. What one do you think he was? There's only one he could be.
Posh.
So I was Paul Space. He was
Scurry.
and then Paddy Barnes was Ginger Space.
He had the Union Jack dress.
He
He actually lost the plot that night.
He did.
And the bouncers come in. He get pulled out. And the bouncer come in and he knew me and he went, Tommy, Paddy's gone mad out there. Will you go and have a word with him? And so I went out and there's friggin' Paddy Barnes Union Jack dress,
Ginger's fucking
ginger wig, punching his shoulders.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
His wig.
I was like, would you calm down?
But I loved it. Fucking, I thought I looked great. I know white girls dressed in the wee skirt going out. Fucking,
Your feet were killing you, but
I don't want to kill me, but
He's gone through. You don't need to put the heels on. Well, no, it's alright. Got them on now. You don't.
I had the full wig. I had lipstick and everything. I don't think
aye, all of us,
Did you?
we were all dressed up and
it's an
dolled
iconic photo. It's plastered everywhere.
I know.
First time in drag.
It
I
was.
know, first and last.
People, was it your last? It wasn't your
Well,
last.
that was my
Every-
second to last. It was my
every
second
year,
to last.
Tommy, every year in Halloween, you started getting the buzz of it. You were a tooth fairy.
That was my first.
You were a tooth
But
fairy.
you know,
You were
there's a-
scary space. You were a jungle woman, like I don't know, like you were, or was that scary space?
Unbelievable. You always reveal yourselves without even being pro.
You were wearing a leopard print fucking dress.
But that was what Scary Space
I
fucking
don't
was.
that fucking.
He's a jungle bird. He's jungle bunny.
Cars in the mouth.
I am a jungle bunny. What do you call that show? The fucking, what do you call that movie with Cheaper by the Dozen actor?
Steve Martin's.
What do you call that film? And he's
Cheaper by the dozen.
no, and he's raised by a black
Oh,
family.
the
Oh,
jerk.
yes.
The jerk. What a
And the
fuck.
mother goes, them jungle bunnies. I am a jungle bunny.
I was raised a poor black boy.
It's a brilliant. That's a brilliant
fucking
film.
brilliant.
But yeah,
hurry up,
this is what happened. I'll tell you.
I know there was
I
a
was
list.
read-
There was a list.
The 1 year I dressed up as a furry. Now that I don't count that as dressing up as a girl.
Tommy, you were running
I was wearing
about
a
with furry dust.
I don't know, but that's what furries do.
You had a skirt. You had
I didn't have a skirt.
You had
I
one
had a
in.
tutu.
what the fuck's that?
So furries were.
Okay.
And then I actually ended up in Nuts magazine.
Did you? Because you're a furry.
Because on Twitter they're like, send us your
Okay.
costumes.
Anyway, who
Okay,
else?
right. It turned just hits me being great.
Go.
And then I was scary space. The furry thing was brilliant, and it passed off with no, because I wasn't a girl, like it was just a furry. And then when I dressed up, when I dressed up as scary space, you know, I was being objectified. That's
You were being objectified.
Like I've never so many people just grabbed my arse, smacked my
I got
arse.
from it, Tommy. You have a big bum.
I know.
A big bum.
I know I do.
And I know he dress. I don't blame the men. Have a few drinks to see a girl from behind.
Remember before
With Arnold Schwarzenegger's shoulders.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were thinking.
It was like
They're risking their life for a grab.
Netflix Killer Sally.
No.
Did you watch this one? It's about she's a female bodybuilder, and that's what
it
I
was.
look like.
But what was the other ones you were? You were.
That was it. It was only M2, and then I was dressed up as a baby one
No.
year.
Were you? Oh, baby. Yeah.
And but I had long hair at the time, so I had my hair
Yeah, I
in two
remember. That's
bunches
what it
and
was.
then-
That's what it was. Were you not Snow White or something? But
No, Raymond was.
I'm not really.
That's when I was a furry.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll let you go with that. It's okay. I've only done it one time. And that's it.
I made a listen. If you want to hear the details of my experience, come to the show
Yeah.
whenever there is a show.
A poignant thing that happened this week in the world news is Iran. Have you been keeping up to date with Iran and how mad it is?
The burger protest, that's in
Yeah.
Iran, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
But-
your woman she was showing solidarity in the World Climbing Championships or something, and she didn't wear a burger. And now I started going mad. So oh no, it fell off.
Really? Backtracked? When I thought there was 15,000 protesters and they're sentenced to death just for protesting.
Oh, I seen that. And one of them was like a rapper.
Yeah,
And
like
he had like 500,000 followers.
And then if you're a woman and you're sentenced to death as being a protester, they're getting raped, so they can't get to heaven. Which I think is fucking madness.
So, what happens? It's not your fault like, if you get raped. So what's God gonna say?
Must
No,
be their rules going. You get.
what the fuck?
I don't know what it is, but it's fucking ridiculous.
That's the problem with religion. People making up rules to suit themselves.
It's crazy.
Who knows what the rules are to get into heaven?
I know. I don't know where everyone gets these. Like every generation, every say 100 years, new things happen, and then God has these new rules out that you can't. Like now, it's okay. Priests are saying it's okay to what is it?
Well,
Like wear
same-sex
condoms
marriage.
and
Yeah, they wear condoms and stuff. They've just changed that rule. So why are they changing rules? They can't change rules if God said it 2,000 years ago. It can't get changed.
Like, see, my granddad, as you know, he's a preacher in the Bishop Edwards, and me and him, like, as I was saying earlier, was there all week. Me and him spent a lot of time together, and he started giving me, I don't know how the conversation went this way, and then he started giving me, like, not a lecture, but he just started talking about planting a seed in women. And I was like,
You're doing a good job, man.
I love the way like Jamaican people talk to you, though, like big, like old English kind of words. And he was like, yeah, and you have a wife and you capitulate with your wife.
You're completely
I know.
too much, Tommy.
He's like, you plant the seed in her, but it's up to God if the seed grows into a human. You can't. This is my
So
grandma
is he
saying.
saying no condoms?
No, he says, you can't be, when you capitulate, you can't, when you get to that point of planting the seed, you can't take it out and make it drop on the floor. You can't, I was going, this is crazy. What's going on
getting a bit
here?
far.
How did this even get here?
Yeah, well,
But that's it, like,
they just change rules whenever they want, whatever suits.
Yeah.
So I need to stop.
Because nobody knows what the rules are. Well, the original rules don't suit the modern world.
So, but on the point of Iran, I think it's madness. Like, how can protesters get put to death and then the women get raped? It's fucking. It's not on. Like, they were about to get took off the World Cup because of it, and Ukraine was going to get put in. That's a bit weird that Ukraine would get put in over Ireland, but Iran maybe should have been taken off because their country right now is in turmoil.
It's you know, there's so much fucked up shit going on
Guitar's
all
not.
around the world.
Guitar's fucking just as bad, apparently.
But yeah, but all the stuff that's going on right now, and it's not mainstream news. No, like I seen this thing. Remember this? I sent in, me and you've actually joined the Protect Children campaign.
It's crazy.
Did you see the video of the went in like it's like a friggin' like a foxhole almost, and your mom dug it, pulled the wee tail. The tail was about 2 out of the thing, and that's what they're doing. They're kidnapping children, and then they're gonna bring them to leave them there to go and get someone to come and sacrifice them, and then
fuck me,
human sacrifices.
It's I'm telling you, people should follow as Adam. What is it, Whittenhill?
Yeah, Winton, Adam something. Man.
I'm gonna put it up anyway on the comment section, but follow his stuff because he puts up daily stuff, and it's fucking mental. And
children are, they're to be protected or so innocent. Like Whitney said, I believe the children are the future.
Yeah, well,
teach them well and let them lead the way. Sorry.
Talked enough shit today, so let's wrap it up and get our game.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought I was going to skip it, but I wasn't. I'm on the ball.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I'm talking to you. Every time you just go right.
I'm enough for your shit. I've only got like a certain amount of Tommy bullshit, and the battery drains, and we ran out of today's battery. So let's get on the smack blank. And bad drink. I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to do a special one, just you 3.
Well, last week was me, just
okay,
3. So I'm going to give you 3, but so
topsy-turvy.
Smack, blank, and bad drink. I don't know if we've...
Surely Posh has to be in there.
Yeah, Posh.
Yeah. Because you know what I was been thinking about? And I was going to bring this up, but you've closed the show before we were ready. But I was going to bring up your child acting career and see if there was any like hope, just to explore it and see if we're going to go like now that I'm in show business, I can get the maybe Gillian Anderson. I'll write back to me.
You can get me. You're fucking toe deep in comedy.
You've done one fucking show yesterday.
Been in 5 minutes.
He sends Gillian Anderson like a screenshot of like a PayPal. He sent her a $5.
He's like, Jill, you know, I've just came back from Soho or Tyrone dry Iraq. But yeah. So who are you gonna smack, blank, and bad drink? So Posh Beckham, Victoria Beckham.
Really dragging it out here.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think. Ronaldo. Ronaldo's been in the media big time this year, or this week, or
KSI.
KSI.
Or racking boxing.
Yeah, he has racked boxing. Well, I'm buying Vicky a drink. Hopefully she returns a favour and I can push Ryan McLaughlin aside. She can start following me.
You're a snake in a grass stick. Your man's been working his whole life pretending to be David Beckham. As soon as he bags her, they're calling up. You can't trust anyone. You cannot trust the soul.
Right, so I'm buying her a drink because I'm a gentleman. And don't worry, I won't go no further, Trina. But what else? Who's the one with KSI and who?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
I'm gonna blank Ronaldo. I'm gonna smack KSI because KSI gets serious money to smack him, and Ronaldo. You know what? I'm a messy man.
What's your thoughts on Ronaldo's behaviour the last week?
Do you know what? He's a guy that's been kicked to the curb by United, and he's not getting the play time. Do you know what?
He's the best in the world.
I don't know if he's the
top. He's the top 2.
He's not the best in the world in a minute. I think he's losing his. He's old. He's getting old, and he doesn't deserve to play as much as he probably wants and thinks. But he is still class. But he's kicked the dummy out of the pram and went and slandered United, and United fans fucking loved him.
I know.
He was a god to Lemons. He was a god to a lot of people, and he's kind of tarnishing his reputation now with what he's doing, his antics.
Like, it was mad when they tried to bring him on as a sub, and he refused to come on. It's mad. Like, see one thing, I don't know, you're gonna slag me with this now forever, but see when I was playing under 10 for Plunkett, I was brought on as a sub,
Jesus
and then I was took off. That's how shit out.
At least you made your shit something. One thing, you're supposed to be lethal at fucking everything. But listen, that's us wrapped it up. Join us next week for episode 13. We've got a guest next week, a special guest. So tune in, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, tell your mommy.
That's us.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to be tall.
Tell your mommy to subscribe. Tell everyone to fucking subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure everyone subscribes. And just before we close,
fuck me. Every fucking.
You were saying the other week, heard you're in Thompson's making people subscribe to the show. I was doing it in London as well.
I heard.
So the subscribers are going up. Hello to all the new Tommy Mac comedy fans. Get all your friends, sisters, cousins, brothers, nephews, nieces, because we're on the way.
Yep.
What are we? Number one
in the country, number 5
in the city.
Come on.
All right, folks. Over and out.